Hey Pisces, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is going to be your general reading for the first half of October. Please keep that in mind, okay? Some general readings are going to resonate, some don't. I do offer personal readings. If you're interested, you can contact me below in the description box to set that up. Thank you guys, as always, for hitting the like, share, subscribe. I do appreciate all of your support. Some of you do send in little tips and donations and whatnot. Thank you for that, guys. I appreciate it. Let's see. I call you guys my fellow Pisceans because I am an Aquarius sun, but I have Pisces rising, Pisces Venus. Let's see. Pisces, what's the message for Pisces? October 1st to the 15th. I hope you guys are all doing well. Let's take a look. Don't stop something from ending. Just gonna say that right off the bat. Okay? So it's like, don't block the flow. Don't block what's meant to be done. It's kind of like, it could also be a little bit of like, it's like open up the dam, you know, like let the water flow here, Pisces. Let this situation flow through you. Let this scenario happen, because there's something that is kind of like, the world is an end of a cycle. It's the closure. It's like we've arrived, we're done, we've succeeded. Okay, it's time for something new, but you're guarding that, or you're holding that up. What is that? It's kind of like let the wall down to allow something to naturally cycle through in your life, whether that's a person, relationship, a situation. Tell me about this. Why is the Seven of Wands here? What is Pisces guarded around? The King of Cups. This could be with a male energy. This could be, you know, it's like, King of Wands is a very passionate, fiery energy that wants to try to like push his way through. And you may not be letting somebody come through. Tell me more. What is Pisces pushing away? What's this Seven of Wands with the King of Wands? This is a bit of a relentless. This is someone that's going to challenge you. The King of Pentacles. So there could be more than one here, but there's another king here around security. And I feel like some of you may not know if a situation or a person, I'm going to use the person because these are kings. So you may not, you could be saying like, I don't know if you're just, you know, confronting me because I'm pushing you away, or are you actually safe to let in? Are you going to offer me security? Are you going to, you know, like when we say no to a salesman and like they keep knocking on your door and you're like, do you actually have something legitimate to offer me? Or are you just not taking no for an answer? Why is the World here? The Four of Wands. Say that one more, clarify the World. The Ten of Wands. Okay, so Pisces, this is pretty clear. Something is trying to be finished because life or the situation is trying to get you into a place of stability. And it's trying to close itself out because it's wearing you down, or it's holding you down. It's carrying a big burden. And it's kind of like it's like somebody who's carrying a lot of heaviness or energy or burdens, or pulling all the weight, maybe in a relationship. That's saying like, if you're going to pull all the weight in this relationship, Ten of Wands, then it might be time to cycle this out. And you're like, no, I don't want it to. I want to keep dragging this pile of bricks behind me because I want something so badly, but I think that it's creating, it's trying to move you to a place of stability. So the question is, with the Four of Wands, is this person, I'll put it this way, is this person marriage material? This is the card of marriage, union, connection. Is this person marriage material? Are they going to pull their weight? Are they going to financially provide equal? Or is it just we're being persuaded? Because the King of Wands can be a very persuasive energy. Why would this situation be heavy for Pisces? Let me ask something here. Why? So something wants to close. Something wants to close. Okay. So why is this a burden for Pisces? The resistance is sometimes our ego wanting to push back on something. Why is this heavy for Pisces? Because it's not something that is, it feels like because you're going to lose in the end kind of thing. Because it's something that is not truthful. It's got deceit attached to it. It has loss attached to it. It has cutting your ties. Like it's like, this is not how I expected it to go anyway. So that's why it's trying to say, unless you want to see it right to the end and you see the scam, or not saying it's a scam, but until you see the painful reality at the end, then drag it out and drag that pile with you. There's something around deceit, or it's just things not going the way you anticipate. And you might have to learn the lesson by, resisting and not allowing something to be done. Coming to your senses of realizing that something not only wasn't stable for you, you ended up losing in the end. Tell me about these two kings. I'm just curious. We've got two characters here for Pisces. What's the two put together? King of Pentacles, King of Wands. It's something around finances, I think. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. This is something around independent financial independence. This is definitely this is definitely an energy around, however you want to look at it, Pisces, it's pulling their weight and financially providing, or having a sense of hard work and kind of feeling like proud in a way that like their efforts are paying off, their efforts show results. But it's also, it's a card of independence, but that could be something that's showing you that it's right now, again, why you may be needing to allow a cycle to end is because it's something to put your time and energy and work into to develop abundance, growth, stability for sure. Clarify that Nine of Pentacles for Pisces. Yeah, the Four of Cups. So Pisces, you're going to be let down in this situation here. You're going to disappoint yourself, or you're going to, it's like, can this person really offer you what you want? Why are you saying yes or no? Because this kind of says like, are we okay on our own? Are we just trying to hold on to something because we're not okay by ourselves? But then really that's something we have to figure out on our own, that like nobody else or nothing else in this world can necessarily fulfill us unless we're doing good in our own. It's like, let's say it's finances. Just because somebody can pull in the money doesn't mean that we're going to be fulfilled with them. Just because but it also could disappoint you that you're doing all the work and you're paying for everything, and it depends on, there's a bit of a, circumstances are going to vary. It's a general reading. I definitely picked up that there was something around the financials, and I think that some of you may not be offered the emotional things that you would really love as well. The Four of Cups. Okay. So there is something here that is trying to bring life, is trying to always keep us in a state of balance, equilibrium, stability, but circumstances and the way we do things creates the instability and all the other difficulties. So there's something that you are trying to push away from stopping the end. And it is definitely showing in multiple times here that you're kind of, it's like, I want to say here, if this thing blows up in your face again, don't blame the other situation, because you could be literally deceiving yourself. Don't blame others for being deceived per se if you hang around or stay in it. It's like, don't blame life, kind of thing. It's take responsibility. Page of Pentacles. The only major arcana you guys have is the World card, which is the end, closure, the done, unless it's about traveling. I don't think so. It could be, but the only major you have here is the World. Page of Pentacles with Six of Swords. I want to say here, okay, one more about the Page of Pentacles. What I right away when these came out, I was like, what's it going to take? What is the offer you need to move on? So what is the offer that you need, Pisces, to leave? What is the offer? What is the severance package you need? What is the settlement you need? What is the person that you need to let go of something else? What is the offer that you need for you to move on without any issues? Something shows up that says, okay, that's what I wanted. That's what I needed. Thank you very much. I'm done. I can move on now. It's like you need something to move on. Two of Cups. This connection, this love, this is like, okay, moving on from the Two of Cups, or is that the new? What's the Two of Cups? Is this moving on from a relationship? Yeah, there's like a break, a pause. The Six of Pentacles. What do you need to feel fulfilled here, Pisces, in order to let go, surrender, move on, find peace, find rest, be at peace? Why are you feeling like generosity or abundance or like food only comes off of one tree, Why it feels here like this connection is tiring, or this situation is tiring you, because it's like this constant needing to give, or maybe that's, again, the generosity of the Six of Pentacles, the receiving. And it's like, it's going to require something or someone to show up and generate generosity in order for you to feel like this is worthwhile. This is like not tiring you out. Because there is connection, but it is surrounded on either side by moving on and taking a break or taking a pause, needing some rest, and maybe rejuvenating your own batteries. Maybe this is something that you have to offer yourself to kind of rejuvenate something or give back to yourself rather than expecting it or wanting it from something else. What would happen if somebody here stopped giving? Or what would happen if you stopped giving? What's the healing advice for Pisces? What's the healing advice? The Emperor, Aries energy. Healing advice is a very strong... This was, I think, I just read for Capricorn, and this was this was also their closing healing advice of like stepping into your strength, your power, your ownership, taking charge of situations, not being overrun by a greater force than yourself, like than what you want. This is making sure that you're growing, that you're, well, let me clarify that. It's the healing advice, closure with the Emperor. The Five of Cups. So something is either going to build you up or tear you down. Something's going to make you feel very strong or very weak. So something fills you up and allows you to succeed, or it causes you a lot of loss, grief, and failure and regrets. So again, when I said taking responsibility and ownership, that's what the Emperor does. The Emperor does not have regrets. So the regrets are based on your own decisions and what actions and choices you make. And there's nothing wrong with trying things and failing, or trying things and realizing, okay, I made a mistake. Maybe I had to learn once, twice, 5 times, 5 years, whatever. But it's just, how did you grow? How did you become a better person? How did you achieve more or overcome things in life that you have regrets over, or that you lost, or that you grieved? So there could be something here. This is very similar closing energy to Capricorn. I don't know if you're connecting with a Capricorn, but there could be a lot of, it's interesting because they had kind of like happy fatherhood. And this is like, some of you could be grieving the loss of a father, or it's a husband, a partner. There could be like this sadness around this person. Could also, the Emperor is also boss energy, entrepreneurial energy, ownership. So there could be something of like losing our power, losing our strength, the divine masculine, losing our achievement, or, so it's kind of like, is a situation, you're meant to grow. Is this situation helping you to grow, or is it diminishing you? Is it empowering you, or is it making you feel worse? Is it feeding your energy, or is it draining your energy? Are we attracted to the passion of it, but it's not feeding our, it's not providing stability and security? Maybe wealth. There is definitely something here around financial stability and security and independence. Or are we just holding something up because we don't want to accept the closure of something? It's like when I had a bit of a difficult time accepting the fact or letting go of like my past holistic nutrition degree and working with clients and practicing that. And like, I was happy to give it up, but I was also like, I was trying to hold on. I was trying to hang on, kind of thing. Is there anything else? I just want to give one, I don't know why. What are we at? 20 minutes. One more closing card for Pisces. The Star. Oh my gosh, beautiful, guys. Aquarius energy, very much about healing, having hope, but also like following your true calling, your true destiny, your path. This is like this is where your vision is, your North Star, where you're going to be, what you see, where you're headed. And focusing on a healing journey, focusing on the healing of something, because there is a little bit of healing in the mix of this, which helps you to lead a healed path, or leading a path of coming from a healing nature, that this is where Pisces needs to be. This is where Pisces wants to go. And that's where I see my destiny and future with, or where. So follow your true, don't lose hope, but also be realistic in your dream. Let's see what the wisdom of the Tao says for you guys. So we have Aquarius, Aries is your main. Aquarius, Aries. There's quite a bit of earth energy here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I usually just take the majors, Aries and stars, Aquarius. Charge forward. That's interesting. You know your goal and how far you have to travel. Do not allow the interim challenges and difficulties to confuse or delay you. You are on the correct path. Charge forward confidently, because the situations seen or unseen are in your favor. So I feel like that's the confidence about charging forward, which was your healing advice. The Emperor takes charge, moving forward, growing, going onward, upward. And you being on your correct path. And that's also the Star card. It's your path. It's where you're meant to be in this world at this time, and not blocking the flow, not damming up things. It's like, don't constipate your life, don't constipate your path. Let it go so that you can actually have a healthy flow and life takes you where you're supposed to be, filled with energy. Because when we constipate things, speaking of holistic nutrition, you drain your energy. You're holding on to toxins. You're holding on to dead weight. And so it drains the person. It actually poisons the person. So you've got to allow the flow to take place so that you come with clear energy. You let go of it's like you've taken what's good for you and you let go of the rest, and you don't need to hang on. Okay, Pisces, I will leave it there. There's the Empress at the bottom of the deck. It was also in reverse, so I feel like some of you have to just give yourself a little reminder about your self-worth. And if this is in relation to if this is about a relationship, it's a truly loving, healing, deep, honoring relationship with someone else. But most importantly, yourself. So make sure you have your confidence in check, your love, your self-love, your self-worth, because this is how you partner with the right people, partnerships, or loving relationships. Okay, Pisces, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this reading helps you. Thanks again for all of your likes, shares, and comments. I appreciate it. Have a great day, guys, and I will see you soon. Take care.